In this tutorial, we'll cover how you create a worksheet. When you create a worksheet, you generate a list of jobs to be carried out by you or your staff. It can be printed, or even better, accessed and updated on the move by multiple users using our mobile app. But we'll cover more on that later in another tutorial. You can create worksheets from both the Planner tab, which we're on now, and the Jobs tab. We'll cover both methods in this tutorial and you'll get a feel for which will work best for your business. But we'll start by heading to the Jobs tab. Now the Jobs tab, as you might have guessed, is basically a list of all your jobs. But you can break that list down and filter it by a series of criteria which we have in drop-down menus at the top of the screen. So for example, round, service, due dates, and the status of the job. So at the moment we're looking at jobs in all rounds, with all services and all due dates, and those with active status. That's active and ongoing jobs. So what that means is we can use the Jobs tab to identify what work is due and then add it to a worksheet. To do that, we just need to select due from the all due dates drop down. And that will show any jobs that are due before and including today. Or if you're planning a bit further ahead, you could use one of the other options, for example, due this week, which will show any work that's due in this current week. If you need to, you can then break that down further by round. You just need to select the required round from the all rounds drop down. So when that's selected, it will only display due jobs in that round. So we've now identified what jobs are due to be done. Now we need to add them to a worksheet. To do that, use the Select All checkbox in the top left-hand corner of that jobs table. You'll notice it highlights all of those jobs and gives us an option at the top that says Add to Worksheet, which we click on. So this brings up the Add to Worksheet window, where we have the option to name our worksheet, which we'll do. If you have an account with multiple users, you then have the option to assign that worksheet to a specific worker, or alternatively, you can leave that assigned to all users so that everyone can access it. We then just need to select Add to Worksheet. So that then takes us to our Worksheets tab, where you can see we're viewing the worksheet that we've created with the list of jobs that we added. So let's head back to the Jobs tab, where we'll look at another way we can add jobs to a worksheet. There's a feature here called Auto Select. Auto Select is very handy if you're a bit more fluid about how you plan your work. For example, if you just like to add a set amount of due work to a worksheet in value, or a set number of jobs. So for example, you can click on Auto Select and enter, say, £200. It automatically selects jobs for you with a total value as close to £200 as possible. So you'll see we've got 5 jobs here selected with a value of £225. We can then simply again click on Add to Worksheet and follow the same process. And you'll see we've created our second worksheet. So what we'll do now is delete both of these worksheets so we can head over to the Planner tab and show you how to create worksheets from there. So here we see our schedule for 5 working days with all of our due jobs scheduled in for that time. Now it's possible to select individual jobs and add them to a worksheet, as on the Jobs tab. So for example, we could pick out a few commercial jobs and then select Add to Worksheet. You can also add an entire day to a worksheet just by selecting the checkbox next to the day and again selecting Add to Worksheet. And that would add all jobs for that day to a worksheet. However, where the Planner tab can be really powerful is creating worksheets for multiple days at the same time. So for example, we can select all of the days shown on the planner and then click on Add to Worksheet, where we can give it a name again, and then select Split by Day. We can then confirm that by clicking on Add to Worksheet. So you'll notice the system has created 5 separate worksheets with the day and date added to the name of each. So in a matter of seconds, we've created daily worksheets for the whole week ahead. The worksheets we've created here are now ready to be printed using this print option at the top, or downloaded onto the CleanerPlanner mobile app and completed there. And we'll cover how you do that in the next tutorial that we release. That's how you create worksheets in CleanerPlanner. You can see more video tutorials on our YouTube channel and get more help at help.cleanerplanner.com or contact us on support@cleanerplanner.com.